Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at U.S. scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Georgia Lottery $2 $50,000 jumbo cash ticket. This is part of the July 2024 series of tickets coming out in Georgia. They just came out a couple of days ago. Now, this one is a number match game, and there are two symbols you can find. There's a 2x symbol for double your prize that you can find in the main play area, and then in this bonus spot here, if you find a star, you win 25 bucks. Now, I do have to mention that this is a second chance drawing ticket. It looks like the second chance drawing is for a truck and some other cash prizes. Usually, second chance drawing tickets are a red flag for me, because it seems like second chance drawings are sometimes used as a gimmick to pull back value from a scratch ticket, and then the value of the second chance drawings never really are remotely close to the value that's taken out. So we'll see if that holds true with this one. But here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Georgia Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.04. And it looks like you can win anywhere from $2 up to $50,000. Looking at the prize structure here, nothing too crazy is jumping out. So we will mention taxes. In Georgia, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 29.75% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view this top prize. So instead of $50,000, I'm going to view this as $35,125. And with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 70 and 71%. It does meet the minimum 70% payout that we look for on all tickets. So we'll see how it compares to other $2 tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that the 70% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see 70% payout on this game. So what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning the top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what the new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $30 prize level. So if you are playing this game, when you do win on it, if you're just an average luck type player, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $2 and $30. There is a split there at the $30 prize level. It's about 64 to 36. So about 64% of these $30 prizes fall here in the bottom of the prize structure, where average folks are winning. The other 36% are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that it's about 1 in every 404 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it, which means you're in $808 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So, in that case, in order to come out ahead, you have to win the top prize. Yeah, this is something I'm seeing more and more, where, if you're going to spend the money to hit a top 1% prize, you have to hit the top prize in order to break even. I don't like this prize structure. I am not a fan of having to hit the top prize to make it worth playing. I think there should be, a couple of other, decent prizes up at the top that would justify spending enough money to hit a top 1% prize. So not a fan of this prize structure. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 61 and 62%. This also exceeds the minimum 60% payout that we look for the bottom 99% of prizes on all the tickets we review. So again, we'll compare this to others starting here. So here on this page, we're tracking the increases and decreases in Georgia $2 tickets. You can see the $50,000 jumbo cash data point all the way over here on the right. So there was a bump in value from the previous $2 ticket. So, I guess that's a good thing. However, there are some other $2 tickets that we've seen recently, within the last year, that have way more value than this one. So while the value did increase from the previous two tickets, actually, I still think the Georgia Lottery is holding out value, and they would justify that with the second chance drawing. But it really shines a light on how bad these other two $2 tickets were that we got for the last 2 months, that we can have a new ticket with a higher payout and a second chance drawing. The Georgia Lottery was really taking advantage of people with these last 2 tickets. Now, normally I would say, when you see an increase in value, it might be a good time to buy the ticket. I mean, I think that still might be true only because this has a second chance drawing attached to it. But really, I mean, so much value has come out of the tickets since these 4 tickets that I'm highlighting or circling here, that it would, unless without that second chance drawing, I still wouldn't recommend buying these $2 tickets. Because we've seen what the Georgia Lottery can do, and so for them not to do this, it just shows that they're keeping more of our money than they need to, and I can't support that, so I wouldn't recommend buying it without the second chance drawing. But with the second chance drawing, maybe the value of the ticket increases a tiny bit. So I'm kind of on the fence with this one. It's probably not one that I would personally buy, but I'm not like 100% against it. Now, if you are buying $2 tickets in Georgia, up here in green, you see the best ticket in every column here. So, if you're playing for overall value, that Fast 20s ticket, that was the best ticket that we've seen in quite a long time. That's the best $2 ticket that you can get if you can find it. It's running out, that there aren't many prizes left. So, if you find it, that's the best one you can get. If you're playing for odds, Tic-Tac-Toe Tripler and It Takes Two have the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, Fast 20s has the most money at the bottom of the prize structure for average folks. And then if you are more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, Jumbo Bucks Classic has the most money at the top by far. And then we are keeping track of top prizes as well. Now here on this page, we are ranking Georgia $2 tickets based on overall payout. You can see $50,000 jumbo cash is here. It's the 12th. It's in 12th place overall. So, there are definitely a lot of $2 tickets that are worse than this one. But we do have a few that are better. So, I mean, if I were playing $2 tickets, I don't. If I was going to play it, I might buy a Fast 20s. But other than that, I wouldn't buy $2 tickets. The value is just too low. But, Jumbo Cash might be one that you would consider, especially with the second chance drawing. Here on this page, we're ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. So here, $50,000 Jumbo Cash is towards the bottom of the list, 21st place overall. So, it's not as friendly as we have seen in the past for the average folks who are playing. It's more on that high roller type side. So, if you're a more conservative player, this might be one that you would want to hold off on. Now here on this page, we get to compare $2 tickets across states. And here, I mean, basically on this list, all we have is Georgia and Massachusetts. We've got a little bit of Florida down here, but $50,000 Jumbo Cash is the 22nd best $2 ticket that we've reviewed on the channel. And all this shows really is that, Georgia's pretty competitive with what we're seeing from the 6 states that we're looking at on the channel. I think it can do a lot better. We've seen the bar set at 75%. I think all $2 tickets should at least have 74, 75% payout. That's where $2 ticket values used to be in Georgia. That's where they should be still today. So unless $2 tickets get up to this at least 74% range, I'm not going to recommend playing $2 tickets. The payout's just too low. Now here on this page, we get to compare across states for this bottom 99% payout. And here you can see Georgia, overwhelmingly has the friendliest tickets to average players. $50,000 Jumbo Cash is here in 14th place on this list. So even though it's not one of the better tickets for average folks in Georgia, still very competitive with what we're seeing from other states. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. There are no $2 tickets on this list, probably never will be, so you can pause that and look at it if you would like. And then here are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout, so friendliest tickets to the average player. Here we do have at least one $2 ticket. It's the Fast 20s from Georgia. Very friendly ticket to the average player, even competing with $50 and $100 tickets. So we see that $2 tickets can compete with the higher price tickets if the payout's good enough and if the prize structure is done in a way that favors the bottom 99% of people who are playing it. But anyways, that's about it for the Georgia Lottery $2 $50,000 jumbo cash. Not a huge fan. I am a little bit surprised that the value of the ticket came up from the previous ticket, even with the second chance drawing. However, I don't think it highlights that this ticket is great. It just highlights how bad the previous two $2 tickets were. Yeah, like I said before, until ticket values, $2 ticket values get up to around 74%, I can't recommend it. It's not one that I would necessarily play, but it's not one that I would, I'm not going to recommend this or not recommend it. So it's just, I mean, it's kind of a toss up for me. So that's about it for this video. If you're playing this, good luck on it. Hopefully you'll win some prizes in the top 1%. If you do, let us know in the comment section below so we can congratulate you. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.